going to be the DM of this evening, and here are my lovely players. Uh, and who do you want to go first? Let's go with Gani.
Sure. Hey, I'm Josh. You can find me across pretty much all social media platforms at Joshua M. Simons. I do a bunch of things, and today I'm playing Gani as per usual. He is the volcano dwarf Kaal fighter. He's got a big heart, some pretty big muscles. Just leveled up, so even bigger muscles, and that's about it. And I'll toss it to Latia because
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi. Contrary to what my captions say, my name is not Easter 2001. My name is Latia, and today I will be playing as I have been playing for the last 6 weeks. Uh, Faiza, the Carabao Tiefling Mentala Wizard. It wasn't that funny, y'all.
It's really funny to me.
Yes, it was.
I'm gonna pass it diagonally to Mac.
Hi, I'm relishing in sweater weather because we never get it in here in SoCal. But hi, it's me, Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I was the lead writer for the Islands of Sina Una, which we're playing in today, and I play Lagaya, the Balakayo headhunter, who is sad. She's sad. That's it. That's all I got. CB, take it, please. Take it.
Wow. Hi. My name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. And today I am playing Talarak, the Mangrove Halfling Babailon, which is one of the 2 new classes in Sina Una, as well as, Bayani, his adorable Abayan. If you don't know what any of those words are, you're going to find out very soon.
And those are our players. And before we really get into the thick of things, we do have some sponsors.
Oh, shit.
I just got to put that on really quick.
Yep. Twincesses are back.
Here we go.
Oh, no, I shut my script.
Oh, sir!
I got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm good at this. I know what I'm doing. Hey, what's up, fellow Bernovians? Twincess is here with some more dope content.
What is that supposed to be? And dope, that was a choice.
Dude, I'm trying to film a TikTok. We have to relate to all the Gen Zers on this app.
Using the word dope does not relate to the younger generation.
All right, you try.
Okay, hold on. Thank you for that. Oh, God. See, this is what happens when your help decides to drop the camera. Okay, we got this. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Omega, also known as The Critical Bard, and this is Twincess TikTok.
I don't know. I feel like you're not excited enough about talking to our constituents via TikTok right now. Like, this is a big deal, We have all kinds of sick dance moves and rad jokes to share.
Okay, I swear, stop talking like some character from Saved by the Bell. Literally, no one says sick or rad anymore, period.
I'm trying to be cool.
Well, you struggled and failed.
Okay, look. I'm bad at creating TikTok content. I just don't understand the platform. Do I need to twerk? Will that help?
First of all, you will not twerk. Secondly, it's simple. You got to know how the algorithm works, and do stuff that's current. Like, for example, let me get this up real quick. It's D&D Beyond. Hello, friends. My name is Omega, and I'm here to talk to you about Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which is available for pre-order right now. It comes with over 30 subclasses. Over 22 are new from Unearth Arcana. You can get all this right now at dndbeyond.com. If you want to use dice, go to dndbeyond.com. If you need content for characters, go to dndbeyond.com. If you just want to be a boss, go to dndbeyond.com. It's pretty simple. See? And scene. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, hashtag FYP, and scene.
Wait a minute. Really? You could just do blatant promotion like that?
Yeah. You just do your ad stuff and end with some hashtags and bam. Done and done. Try it.
Okay. So Eldritch Foundry is a custom D&D miniatures company, and they have amazing new content that they've released this week. The moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. Dragonborn are finally available. To help you get in the holiday spirit, Eldritch Foundry has gift cards available, as well as the ability to send credits and that you've received from Kickstarters or giveaways or things like that to your friends. So go ahead and visit eldritchfoundry.com, and that's eldritch-foundry.com, and get 15% off your order by using the code SINA15. That's SINA_UNA15 to help support the show. Hashtag for you page. Is that right? Is there really a number 4 in there?
That's close enough. Okay. Ugh.
Wow. Okay, that's just wild. Okay.
It's not really how it works. Let me give you one more demonstration.
Okay.
The Deck of Many. Hi, my name is Omega, and I'm here to talk to you about the Deck of Many. We've been working with them, so if you go over there, you can get the Cena Una book in PDF form, and you can check out all their other products like Humblewood and Griffin's Saddlebag and more. Make sure you follow the affiliate link in the chat right now to help support the show. Again, that is Deck of Many, Cena Una, Griffin's Saddlebag, Humblewood, period. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, hashtag, yeah, just like that.
I guess I think I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sure that the whole thing isn't like too long for TikTok? I mean, neither of us are dancing. We're not sharing stories with our followers.
Like, dancing's cool and all, but if the folks want to see the real you, that's what gets them, especially when you're talking about sponsored ads.
Okay. Well, here goes. RockPunch creates geeky content for YouTube and Twitch. So go ahead and check out some of their shows during the week, like D4, Babs Fails at Video Games, Retro Gaming with Colton and Greg, Corn on the Macabre, and so many more. Hashtag for you, hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad. Am I doing that right?
See, that was easy.
I guess you're right, it was, but how do you end a TikTok?
I mean, basically just wink at the camera.
Okay.
Perfect. Welcome to TikTok, Twincess.
I don't get it.
Paladin, back to you.
I'm so glad I never installed TikTok. Also, I say dope, so I feel a little put out.
Me too.
Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and next week, because it has happened, and now we have to solidify it. Next week, Twincess Josh will learn how to twerk.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm sick next week. I don't know about you.
He gonna break something.
Me. I'm gonna break me.
Well, before we get into tonight's game, we do have some giveaways. Now, if you enter in once for one entry, but if you're subscribed to RockPunch ATL, you get 3 times the entry. So that's 3 times the possibility to win. Our 2 giveaways for the night is for a set of D&D Beyond's digital blacksmith dice set. And you can enter for that by entering #Beyond into chat. Only enter once. If you enter more than once, you'll be disqualified. And again, enter #Beyond for a chance to win the blacksmith digital dice set from D&D Beyond. And then, like every week, we have a giveaway from Eldritch Foundry. For a free custom miniature, please enter #Eldritch into the chat. That is to enter #Eldritch into the chat for a free custom miniature from Eldritch Foundry. Enter once for 1 chance to win, but if you're subscribed, you get 3 times the amount of times to win. I can English very well. And with all this said, all the TikToking, all the promises of twerking done, let's get into this.
Yay.
Last we left our group, they had fended off Abunisnius from attacking the settlement of Sumalong. They gathered themselves from around the town, recovered, recuperated, healed, and set out to bury the body out in the woods. Upon returning, they went to the doctor's abode, and there during dinner they spoke and discovered something new about the copper plate they've been having on their party for a few days now. That is in 3 days, something is going to be teleported to it, as opposed to teleporting to somewhere else. All that said, it's a new day, a new morning. The sun rises slowly. What are you four doing?
I'm sleeping in because my body is a bruise.
Yes, you were indeed flung across a settlement. Yes, and then had your debut into flight interrupted by crashing into a home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gani, what are you doing?
Well, first I will probably wake up and make a nice breakfast using the leftover crabs from our ship here that we obtained from the merchant, and probably make a nice little pot of tea and fix some other things, fruits perhaps, so there's food whenever people wake up.
There, you are residing inside the Datu's home, a massive structure made of limestone called the Windbreaker. And as you go to the kitchen to start a small breakfast, you're chased out of there by people who are already cooking.
I will not let them chase me out because I have tea to make. And also, I'm going to offer them the crabs so that they can put a little bit of protein in whatever meal they're making.
You
This is
have
the
a
principle of the
combination.
matter.
You have a combination of a few grandmothers and a few grandfathers,
Uh-oh.
and one really old Carabao tiefling, just kind of like shaking wooden paddles at you to get out of their kitchen.
Gani, we ain't there, but you might want to go.
Do Filipino families believe in chanclas? Because
No, they believe in that if they have something in their hand, that is usable to ward off children.
perfect.
Which usually means the wooden paddles you use to cook food with. You're
Fine.
getting bits of debris of food on your person as they're trying to get you to leave their kitchen.
Are they making a pot of tea already?
They are willing to take the tea from you and cook it for you.
It won't be the same. Fine.
You're chased out, and you're just kind of in the wide, open floor plan of the Windbreaker right now. Tea leafless.
Oh no, I just gave them enough to make one pot of tea. They can't have my tea leaves.
Are you sure about that?
I'm very positive. I'm going to give them one serving, enough to make one pot of tea.
Can you please check your inventory?
Yes, I will check my inventory.
What's your passive perception?
It's a 16.
As you were being jostled around, you realize that you're missing an additional amount of tea leaves to make 2 pots of tea.
These
Who is the
Lolas are
head?
sneaky.
Who is the head cook here?
At the entrance of the kitchen, you are once again shouted out in mass to leave the kitchen.
No, I just want to know who's in charge so that I can glare at them from across the room.
You see an elderly volcano dwarf brewing the tea who looks across the room at you and is just...
I just have to say right now, I love Josh. I love him so much, but I love this is happening to the one person who isn't a person of color. I love this so much because we all were like, nope, we get it. And he's like, no, I want my tea though. He's like, no.
Yeah, all of us are like,
no,
oh God, no, yes, you
no,
yeah, bye, goodbye.
no." I ain't getting my ass whooped right now.
Look, I'm not going back in there. I just want to look at the person who probably stole my tea.
It's in a butter cookie tin, but it's not actually a butter cookie tin.
The sewing supplies are in fact in a wooden box on the shelf.
Yep.
As this dwarf is looking at you, you see him take a few pinches of tea that look familiar to you, and puts in the pot.
Fine. And I will walk away. I'm going to sit down outside and I'm going to pout.
Talarock, what are you doing this morning?
Not messing with T. No, I think Talarock definitely got up and spent some time with the Babailon in this area. Just trading information, understanding, because we haven't really got a chance to sit down and talk with them yet. So he's there, just trying to learn for a bit. He's like in student mode versus being the natural teacher that he knows he has to be. Right now, he's in student mode, just kind of shadowing and seeing what they're doing.
My headphones glitched for a moment there, so I guess I need to get new ones. But who are you shadowing? I
The
missed the name.
Babailon.
Okay.
As I said, just because you didn't hear it, Alon is her name?
Yeah.
Alon?
Alon.
Yeah. Alon. But yeah, he's shadowing shadowing them just because they haven't really got a chance to really chat since they've been here. And so now that things are a little calm, we know Carabao aren't getting tossed. He's just kind of trading information with them, but also like shadowing them. He's in student mode, not in his typical I'm a Babailon mode. He's like, I'm a Babailon in training-ish mode.
You find Babailon Alon, who is this very muscular, femme-presenting tiefling, cutting up the flung carabao from yesterday. You see that she has a very, very elegant, almost priceless looking knife that she's using to cut away the different pieces, and giving it to different people who are coming to her for meat.
Yeah, he would probably seeing this. Yeah, he. I can help if you want some help.
She looks at you. She looks at you and remarks, "Can you move a carabao?"
No.
Can you carve a carabao?
If I have a knife, yeah.
Her clothing is covered in blood splatters, and she holds out the hilt of the knife to you.
Okay.
She tells you, "Wait here. I'll be back with the other one."
Yeah, I'm going to stay right here.
So you are left there, holding this knife, and there are people coming to you, asking for a piece of the carabao. You are holding a +3 bolo.
Okay.
They're a large knife typically used for wood cutting or clearing vegetation. But you are holding a +3 weapon right now.
Meat. All the meat. I cut the meat. I'm going to attempt to cut the meat.
The meat parts easily with the knife, and you're able to section off pieces for people as they come to you. And this carabao was very large, so a bunch of people were able to come to you and get a good portion of food. And each time that you give them a piece, they're very thankful for it, for this inadvertent feast from what was a very terrifying attack for a lot of people. But you continue to give up pieces of meat, and this continues on for about half an hour until eventually you see the Babailon returning back, dragging the other carabao via a rope harness.
Wow, that's oof, I don't could never do that one.
As she comes up to you, she drops the carabao, the corpse itself, next to you and says, "Have you been feeding them?"
I mean, yeah, they asked for meat. I cut off the meat. I gave them meat. I gave them good parts of meat. I can tell what's not good.
It's all good.
Oh. I mean, it could have been bruised. It did land on me.
It's all good.
Oh. Yeah, it's all good. I just, just safety first and doing the necessary looks at all the meat, no blim. Okay, yeah, it's all good. And I give another piece to somebody else.
Some of these people got hurt yesterday. Any food is good when you're recovering.
Well, yeah, but not meat that's like tainted. I'm just making sure it wasn't tainted.
It went through a roof. It wasn't spoiled.
Well, yeah, but you don't know what was happening before the Benicius touched it and stuff. That's all.
Sure, but that's why we cast Cure Poison.
Well, yeah, but it's going to be kind of ironic that I say this, but magic doesn't cure everything. So
This one can cure poison.
it can cure poison. Yes. I cut more meat. He is like, I don't understand. I'm just gonna shadow. Maybe this is what the bylines in this town do. They cut and cure meat.
You see her take out a different knife and start to carve up this caribou. And you see her cutting up into very generous portions. And she gets to a piece of meat that has been covered, that's been like where it hit, bone splinters have gone into a piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
And on that piece, she cuts it kind of away and sets it apart from the stockpile of meat that she's going to be giving to people.
Wait, she did what?
There was a piece of meat that she found that wasn't just bruised, but there were bone splinters in it.
Mm.
And she cuts that portion out and sets it aside.
Not for people, though.
Not for people.
Okay, good. Okay, I thought you said she gave it to people. Like, no. Okay.
Surprise bone.
Right? Like, here you go. Cool. I mean, he will note that and see, yeah, that part, it has things in it.
Isn't meat.
Well, it's meat with bone in it, but not good meat.
It's flesh, but not meat. You don't eat it.
You can make it into a stew.
Do you want to sit here picking bone splinters out?
No, I mean, like, when you like take meat, you put it in like the pot, you like boil it, and you get all the juices from it, and you throw the bones out, and you have like the good stuff left.
When bone splinters get in and they're very fine, they can get into stew.
Oh, see, this is why I don't make stew. I typically I'm on water. I deal with crabs, not carabao.
She looks at the carabao. You should learn to deal with carabao. More meat.
I look down at myself. I don't need much more meat. I'm pretty fine.
But you shouldn't be worried about yourself. You should be worried about other people too.
I mean, I am. Duh. Yeah.
Then you can worry about carabao, which can feed more people.
Yeah, but like, I was trying to
Make a point.
make a joke.
We're feeding people. No jokes.
I look at Bayani. Am I not allowed to make a joke?
You see Biani is not looking at you, but is in fact looking at this this almost crystalline tarsier that is just crouched and looking at it straight in the eye. And they're looking back and forth with each other, and they're not blinking. And you're pretty sure this is going to go on for a while because you're not really sure if Bayani has ever blinked.
Oh no, are they having a staring contest?
Yes.
Yes. I guess. Okay. Do you want your knife back? This is a pretty nice knife. I don't.
There's still meat. I have my own knife.
I know, but this is like a nice knife.
She is holding an equally nice knife.
Oh, okay. More meat.
And you continue on doing that for much of the morning. Lagaya, what are you doing?
So first thing I wake up and I'm gonna do my Rite of the Ancestors, which I do every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically focusing on the boat thief.
Okay.
I kind of have already asked some of these questions. I didn't write down the results, but the big one I want to ask is my quarry within 1 mile?
Your quarry is not within 1 mile.
Cool. Then all the other things are pointless. I'll ask them when the quarry gets closer. And then I'm getting up. I have a couple things I want to do. First things first. I think like she wakes up with a renewed sense of purpose because she knows something is going to be teleported to wherever this copper plate is, and that gives her a sense of direction.
Okay.
So she's gonna go try and find everyone and see where the copper plate, who has the copper plate, and ask what their plans are for it. And then I also, I have a grappling hook, and I also have tiburones teeth, which come from the ocean. And if possible, I would like today to spend time fixing 3 tiburones teeth to the point of my grappling hook. That way, it can deal damage to Aswangs.
You do, in fact, know of a weaponsmith Pandai who could help you out with it a lot better than you could do it by yourself.
Is it the one whose forge we destroyed?
Well, there's also the one who's pouting outside of a kitchen.
Oh, that one, yes. Sometimes I just think of Ghani as dad, not as actual Pandai.
Same difference.
Well, I will go find Ghani and see Ghani pouting and just go, okay? Everything good?
Yes, they stole my tea.
They what?
They stole my tea. I wanted to make tea this morning.
Did you ask for it back?
No, I'm not trying to get hit.
Okay, fair. Sorry.
It's fine, it's
We
just
can
tea.
get you more tea?
I will get more tea.
Okay. I had a question.
No? Okay, what is it?
I pull out my grappling hook. Can we put the tiburones teeth on this? It's my one thing I can hit people with from afar, and I'd like to make sure it's Aswang ready.
Yes, let's do that. I can help.
Yeah. Do you have the copper plate?
I think Faiza does.
Okay.
I don't hang on to that.
Where's Faiza?
I have not seen her yet this morning.
Okay, yeah. No,
Would
I
you
just
like
wanna...
to work on this now?
Sure, yeah. I don't know how long it's gonna take, I say, holding the giant, like, megalodon-sized tiburones teeth and a grappling hook.
We will find out as we work on it. Let me get my tools and we'll find a place to begin working. And I will grab what I need. Likely still stored on the boat if I had to imagine. And then try to find a little place to set up. And
Should probably figure out a way to prove that I own my boat.
You could write your name on the bottom of it so that no one would look there. Wait a minute. You could write your name on the inside of it where it's easy to see.
Well, I can't do that now. Because, it's already in the harbor.
But it's your boat. Can you not go and do whatever you want with your boat?
I want to prove that the boat is mine. And going into the boat and writing, "This is mine," on it doesn't prove that it's mine.
What if we could... what if someone made a painting of you and your boat? And then you could have that as like evidence that you own the boat.
Does this painting exist before the boat came into the harbor?
I don't know, but why would you have a painting of you and a boat commissioned if you did not own the boat?
I'm just gonna start putting the tooths on this.
Well, hold up, and I'll start to try to be helpful with this. Would you like any specific checks made as part of that, Paladin?
Let me tooth out my grappling hook, please.
Here's how I know I'm a very linguistic focused nerd. my instant reaction was teeth, not tooth. So
Let me put the toofuses on my grappling hook.
Oh, I'll show you toofuses, you doofuses. Are you going to do it, or do you want Gani to do it and you assist?
Oh, it depends on the skill. What skill is it?
It would be the tools that Gani is proficient with.
Okay, Gani, you do it. I help.
Okay, excellent.
What do I roll to help?
Let me see here.
My dice.
Can you roll me a straight intelligence check, Lagaya?
I mean, I can certainly try. Hey, you know what? That's above 10. That's a 16. Proud of this
Okay.
girl today.
So, Gani, you would have advantage.
All right. I'll use
I
this
punched
guy.
my mic out of excitement.
Punch. Okay. All right. And presumably this is going to be a sleight of hand check. I imagine that is what I do for things like this.
Artisan's tools.
Okay, but yes, but with proficiency.
Like blacksmith tools? Do you have smith's tools?
Do you
I
want him
do.
to use Dex or Intelligence? Tools are so weird.
They are. I'm going to say Dex.
Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah, Dex plus in the proficiency.
Yes. I have both
Yes,
smith's
yes,
tools
yes.
and other tools. I have many tools. I have a bag full of them, you could say. All right. And I will make...
Just
this-
upends a sack, and there's like 37 hammers just piling out.
Honestly, that's on brand. That is a 16.
It takes you a little bit of time. It takes about an hour to properly file away inside of this tooth and then get it onto the grappling hook and try and fit it. About halfway through, you're served some tea by that volcano dwarf who is glaring at you, who is still glaring at you as he gives you tea.
I'm going to take a sip. Does it taste as good as when I make it?
It tastes like someone who rolled a 27 on making tea.
Sorry,
give
what's
him
the
a nod
wait,
of
wait,
respect.
where is my tea skill on my character sheet?
Brewer supplies.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
Isn't that for like alcohol?
I mean, technically, anything.
The
It's for
verb
brewing.
the verb remains the same, Mackenzie.
I'm just
Liquid preparation supplies.
Oh, that's worse. That's worse. That's so much worse. God, I'm proficient in preparing liquid.
If I give you inspiration at all in the next 2 episodes, I immediately am going to revoke it for that statement.
Understood. And honestly, that's fair.
God.
I'm putting that in my Twitter bio.
Okay.
Don't do that. Eventually, though, you are able to get the teeth onto the grappling hook. And Lagaya, you have a shark tooth grappling hook. Around this time, Faiza, you wake up.
Yeah.
Your body is a bruise and your bones are stiff.
Yes. My body is not a wonderland. I waddle outside. Probably having eaten already. And I think at this point I become a shadow lingering over Gani and Lagaya. So I'm just like leaned over them as they're working.
Do you like announce your presence at all, or do you just show up behind us like a cryptid?
I just show up behind you like a cryptid.
Good.
What you doing?
Oh God.
Oh, good morning.
Hi.
There's
Good morning.
surprisingly good tea. We are preparing this.
I'm
grappling
putting
hook.
teeth on my grappling hook
Yes.
Oh.
because
Why?
it's from ocean, and I figured if this hits an Aswang, it'll do the
Oh.
damage.
That's really smart.
I'm good at hunting things, and I mean, if the thing's coming to us with the copper plate,
Yeah.
gotta be ready. We don't know if it's that thing, but you know.
When are we gonna Like, so what are we? Is the plan to just like put the copper plate on the ground and then like surround the copper plate and then like hit whatever comes to the copper plate?
I mean, my idea was I had an idea. If we just like make we've got what 3 days, we can make a cage, sort of line it with coral. Um, I've got maybe a couple shark tiburones teeth left. We could probably line that, and just put the copper plate in the cage so that when it poofs, it's in the cage that's lined with salt. And if it's not an Oswong, then it's not going to do anything. But if it is an Oswong, then
Then
we
it's gonna
get the
be
jump
like,
on it. Yeah, it'll burn and it'll suck and we'll get the jump on it, and it'll also be contained.
That
Yeah,
is a very good idea.
that makes a lot of sense.
Tall Rock. It's about early afternoon when you're finally done passing out pieces of carabao. What do you do now? You're drenched in carabao viscera and blood.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
I definitely go but Josh. If TTRPG gifts is in there, that needs to be a gift. Anywho,
He is.
good. Thank you. But yeah, he definitely goes back and like to his boat and like into the water to like clean himself off because gross. And he probably eventually finds the group. I was thinking he was going to do something beforehand. I don't
Telerock,
think so.
going to your boat, you find that the mast that holds the main sail has been snapped in two,
Because of what?
and parts of the boat itself have been dented in, as if something hit it all at once.
Because of what?
You look at the nearby dock area and ground, and you see that there's a few dent marks and a trail of blood leading from the boat straight towards where you just came from.
One of the carabao landed on my boat? You can see Tyler Rock is like looking. It's fine.
We have to take Legaya's boat.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can fix this. This is what I do. I'm fine. I don't like carabao! And I'm going to fling stuff down and literally go into my boat, just like slam the door. I come back out with all of my supplies and I start working on my boat. I'm a shipwright. That's what I do.
Yes, you are. It'll take a few days to repair all this damage because but it takes you go a few hours into it. Can you make me a check and then tell me what you're going to do after about 4 hours or so of working?
Eat, but then work more.
Eat from your supplies or at the Windbreaker?
The Windbreaker. But anywho, I'm doing Dex as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I will add some guidance to that. Yeah, because I'm like guiding myself and mending as well, and all these things that it take down the time a little bit, or it's the same amount of time. So this Dex plus that. That is okay. Not bad. Plus proficiency, plus math. Okay, hold on. That's 20 in itself. 20, 25.
25?
Yes.
Okay. You're able to get the mast attached back upright. But you can tell that if any wind catches the sail, it'll immediately rip it right back off. So you take the sails off of it for the time being, as you're waiting for the wood to start to re-seam itself.
And I didn't use magical wood with this.
You did not. No, your boat is made out of mundane wood.
Yeah.
Mangrove wood, but wood all the same.
Yeah. So if I were to, is it going, if let me rephrase this. While the wood's mending itself, I'm keeping the cells off. But if I mended that area, since it's magically sealed, would it still rip back off?
If you can reseal it with magic, then it won't rip back off. It's just a matter of reattaching it permanently.
Yeah. I mean, once I think he would be like, eventually, Gani, help.
Yes.
And can you like hold this steady for me? I have small hands.
Yes, and I will help in whatever way is needed.
Ghana, you are actually still the windbreaker.
Oh, never mind. Wait, during the 4 hours? At some point. I was saying at some point I would have called for him.
We did need to return to the boat to fetch my tools at some point.
Right.
So perhaps we could have fixed the teeth to the grappling hook closer to the boat.
Sure.
So that
we can say on
within,
the boat.
Calling range.
Yeah. So we can say that you were on the boat working on the grappling hook to really finish it, and after that you're helping Talarock with the mast.
Yes.
And I would just hold it out. I can get it. I can't. I'm not strong. You're strong. I punch you in the stomach. Ow.
Why did you hit me?
I was trying to. It's like a washboard, okay? And I attempt to mend the area just so it's fine. What I do is I go, I'm actually gonna put something to good use. Hold this for a second. And I run back inside and I bring out the scroll of mending that a certain Faiza gave me. And I go, I don't know how to use this. Yes, I do. I do it. Huh. Okay.
You put it on it like Band-Aid.
Yes, exactly. You're like, mend. But yeah, once it's mended back up, and okay, I can't finish this today.
May I give you some bad news?
No.
To quote from the mending spell, as long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension.
I thought it said 5 foot. That's what I was thinking of it.
1 foot.
I think Fabricate is the one that's 5 feet.
No. Hold on. Oh, never mind. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big mask.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
You know who I don't like right now? First name Puh, last name Ladin. It's cool. It's great. It's cool.
Ladin?
Yeah, Puladin, exactly. And I'm like, it's not working. I should have known this.
Weird way to say Paladine.
Well, you can get some more wood in order to repair it.
I mean, I just wanted to do it and keep it there, Matt. It'll stay for now. I have to go find more stuff.
Do you have any spare? We could fix it back.
I have some. I don't have everything. Someone in town should have something to help. We should be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
As long as it wasn't also crushed by the carabao.
Yeah.
It could not have crushed a whole lumber mill.
I mean, it could have. Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
They have a lumber mill here. Faiza says as she walks up very quietly.
Hi.
Like the eldritch being she is.
There is no lumber mill here. The settlement is primarily focused on mining. So if you want a mask made out of limestone, you're in luck.
So floatable.
Who needs that?
I mean,
Super
yeah.
floatable.
As soon as the limestone just sinks the ship upright, just immediately twist it downward. Yeah, it'll float.
The good thing is we don't need magic or anything. I was just being sure, and I thought it was. I'm tired. Okay, I had to cut stuff with this knife, and
That's
it's
a
a
really nice
lot.
knife.
Yeah, you're
Good to keep the
covered
knife.
in
The knife would have been taken back.
gross.
Ah,
Like, oh.
It just vanishes from his hand.
And there it goes.
With this knife. What knife? What? Damn it.
Yeah, you look like you were in a carabao.
Oh, that wasn't a joke. No, I was attempting to feed the denizens of Pultawanan with the carabao that we destroyed and was also on me, and I helped cut with a really nice knife, and they took the knife back, and they're confusing. They don't get jokes. But the town is fed, and now my mast is mostly fixed. I guess I have to give it time. And I'm hungry.
Okay. You need a bath.
I mean, I bathed in the water. I'm pretty. Oh, that lingers. I couldn't. My nose is stopped up right now. You know, when you're just around carabao, it's okay. I'm gonna just literally just jump back in the water and just stay there.
Could you maybe get some coral on the way down? Okay.
I pop back up. What?
Coral. We might be making with the thing. It's popping. To sort of make the gesture of the copper plate in the air. It's gonna be appearing here, so we're gonna put this in a cage and line it with salt stuff, so that
I mean, I have a little bit of coral on the
No, I
boat, but I
don't
can
think
get
you have enough for a cage. And I didn't want to take
Mm.
your stuff because you kind of use that for your,
my cage that I can
Lagaya
make.
does this because she doesn't know how to.
He doesn't understand.
She just.
I will. Yes. I will. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is okay, and I'll hey, Bayani, you want to go swimming? And I think they'll.
Ooh. If you go swimming, then, and Faiza will say some things about things. And just because it's all of us, you actually see her take a piece of a very short bamboo, like a short piece of bamboo, and she flicks it at everybody and casts water breathing.
Does it make the noise that a doorstop makes when you flick it?
Yes, it does.
Tyler, you call it to Biani, and you see Biani just kind of looking at some unseen distance into the town.
Bye, buddy, friend. I know you have. Okay, but I wanted to go swim, and you don't want to go. You want to stay. Okay, you're gonna stay there. You're staying there.
Biani starts to float and walk towards you, but still head turned in that direction.
It's okay. I will not force you to come if you have a competition right now. But okay. It's actually funny because I was about to start casting water breathing and you did it. I'm like, great. And I go, well, okay, I'll be right back. And I will go underwater with the intention of bathing at the same time I find some coral.
So, fun fact about blood. It has iron in it among other ingredients, so it makes it really hard to get out of clothing.
That's fine.
So you're able to get some, but not all of blood out of your clothing that has seeped into your clothing and partially into your skin. I don't want there to be a bloodology.
There will be a bloodology.
I was gonna say, well, we know what the ology for this episode
I
is.
was literally about to type that too. The fun fact about blood.
It's been bloodology with
Do
Paladin.
you learn that in being proficient in liquid preparation?
I'm not
Okay.
sorry.
I am not either.
Oh Lord.
I say with no
Oh,
confidence
you will
whatsoever.
be.
Oh Lord. Okay.
But you're able to get most of the scent and most of the he saw it. Most of the scent, most of the blood off of you, as you're swimming down to get coral.
I can't. Yeah.
I will also jump in and go grab some coral as well, and just as much, and basically any, just a bunch of sea supplies. Anything with the sea salt in it, all of it.
Cool. How are you getting the coral?
I do have actually a small knife. And I will attempt to when I get down there, just get close to something. Excuse me, gross. It was like two-tone, but yeah, I will just cut some coral off. Luckily, I don't need a lot from what I do, but I'll get a chunk, regardless.
Okay. Can you
Couple
roll,
chunks.
Can you roll me an attack roll?
LOL.
While this is going on, like just for the sake of us being up here, I'm going to summon my familiar and just I'm going to summon it on Bayani's head.
You summon your familiar on Bayani's head, and it immediately falls and hits the ship deck.
Oh no.
Abayans are intangible.
I thought familiars were.
Nope.
No familiars have body.
They're made out of physical manifestations of arcane, so you just summoned it to fall.
Then I pick him up and I'm like, sorry, buddy.
It looks at you and goes,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Tyler Rock, what was your attack roll?
6.
Cool.
My strength is 0, y'all.
So fun fact about coral, it's actually a small layer of soft material outside of a rather rock-like substance. So you cut yourself on the coral.
Ow.
Please take 6 points of damage.
6?
6.
How did
Coral fights back.
I get hurt by coral?
Look, you got cut underwater with sea salt all around you. That's called burn.
Coral is by no means a smooth surfaced object.
Now I'm mad.
There's a reason why creatures use it as a habitat. It can protect them.
There's also a reason why we have coral-tipped spears.
Heck.
That's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
We're learning what they're to be mad about.
Everything.
Learn about coral, learn about blood. It's a twofer.
I come back up to the this is more mainly for flavor. I see that, I go, you know, like on cartoons when people like start steaming, that's kind of what happens with Tower Rock. And I kind of swim back up to the top and I like whistle. And there's a small little wind spirit that comes around me. And I fly right back down and I cast Spear Dart at this damn coral and it's gonna do thunder damage. Little shit. And I do it how many times? Once, two, 3, 2.
At fifth level, you should have 2.
I have 2.
Once, twice, 3 times, twice, 3 times, once.
It was a 9 on the first attack. It was a 21 on the second attack, at least.
You do, in fact, hit this unmoving object.
Good. Hey, unmoving, but this unmoving object did 6 points of fuck you damage to me.
Because it is an incredibly rough and hard surface to touch.
It did fuck you damage to me. That is 1d8 points of thunder damage. That's 8 points of thunder damage.
Isn't all damage ideal to any of you fuck you damage? Speaking technically here.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
But I do damage to the thing. Is it broken?
Yes, you do in fact turn a portion of the coral into dust and small bits.
It didn't say it needed to be a big piece. It said it needed to be coral. And I take some of this coral. Fucker. And I come back up with like bits in my hand. I get it! And
I'm also down there getting coral.
You all
I am seeing this.
You all heard a slide from down below.
I'm just gonna. I have a banka. I'm just
Yeah?
gonna use the butt of the banka and just.
It
break
came
some-
out of my nose.
Why?
Why?
2 weeks in a row.
I didn't even make a joke this time. Man, we are on point.
Dialogue's having an existential crisis right now. Okay, just let's let him live.
Look, Coral will do that to you. Coral's a vicious material, apparently. That's very dangerous against Oswangs, I wonder. Lagaya, so please roll to attack.
Okay, I'm just using the butt end of the banka, so
Sure.
it's still the same attack modifier, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's only a 13.
Yeah, you only needed a 10.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
You do, in fact, break off a sizable piece of coral.
All right.
You have one large coral.
I come up and put it on the dock, or put it on the boat, and just sort of
I
prop
take it.
myself up on the side. Do you think we need? So I'm thinking, if we're building a cage or a trap, do you think we need more to line the edge? I could also like maybe get seaweed or something.
I mean, we also don't know how big the thing arriving is. So I think as much coral as we can get without damaging the ecosystem, because I'm all about coral
I
conservation.
feel like in the distance, this is when we hear the
that would be
boom of
good.
Talrok's thunder exploding the coral.
Fine. In the back. No, he'll come around and say, so with what I can do, we don't need to know its size. If we know about what time it's going to arrive, when it arrives, I can have my power readied. Coral.
I figured it'd just be good to have, like, if you had your thing and then we also had a thing in case one failed, then we'd have two.
Yeah. I guess I don't want you to. I mean, I guess it's not really overworking you. You can just cut off big pieces of coral easily, and I'm struggling.
Did you want to use my banka?
No, I can't
Sure?
use it. I'm too small.
I don't think that's a requirement to use a banka.
No, I'm just not good at it.
Okay. I can get more.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Talrock, you go eat.
The guy feels awkward and just sinks below the surface.
Sure.
Gonna grab more coral.
Go grab more coral.
Talrock has his feelings hurt right now
I'm
from
gonna
coral.
spend however long water breathing is.
24 hours?
It's a day.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna spend all 24 hours.
A whole
I'm
day
weak.
gathering coral.
I could. I think at some point Lagaya does lose track of time. And at some point you're just kind of sitting there like, coming back?
The rest of you are at like dinner or something, and all of you look around. Where's Lagaya? Just cut to Lagaya underneath the ocean, under the sea.
She's real comfortable. She grew up kind of on the ocean. She's real comfy, and being underwater is like
But anyways,
calmness for her. So she's gonna
Anyways.
go spend a lot of time doing that.
Lagaya, you gather up some more coral. Can I get 3 more attack rolls?
How
And
many?
what are the rest of you doing? 3. And what
Okay.
are the rest of you doing?
Eating
Are you eating here or at the windbreaker?
at the windbreaker. I want food that I don't make right now.
The
Don't
tea is
talk
very
me
good.
hungry.
What'd you say, Guinea?
So do you want my attack rolls, or do you want to finish that? What's
Outside.
happening?
Finish them real quick.
Okay.
The tea is very good. I think you will like it, Talrock.
I want meat that's not a carabao.
Yeah, well, they probably still have the crabs that they stole from me earlier.
They stole crabs from you?
They
Oh,
only
yes.
stole tea leaves.
Wait a minute. I look into my bag.
You still have a bunch of crabs.
I still have crabs.
That's not good.
Things you can't yell out in public.
I put those back in my bag, and I'll let Tyler go eat.
I don't know which is worse, when y'all just have free reign or I throw monsters at you.
Oh
Yes.
God, what is ah?
Faiza, what are you doing?
I'm going to follow Talarat. Gani, are you going with Talarat?
I was actually going to see if I could help repair buildings in town.
Okay, so I will follow them back into town
Okay.
and go see the Pandai.
Talrock, heading to the Windbreaker, you do find that they are in fact serving up a lunch. There you find that they've made this great big helping of a dish called luga, which is this hot rice porridge with chicken, ginger, and garlic. But there's also, for people who are recovering, this kind of public meal made of tinola, which is this kind of thin ginger broth made with whole chicken with the skin still on. It's sort of alongside green papaya and soft green leaves.
Oh yeah, I'm all up in that. Tyler Rock goes to a chair, what he definitely can't crawl onto because he's too small. And
No chairs.
No, oh, of course. I'm going to wait my turn to get some food. I'm going to plop down. I'm going to look over at Bayani, who's still staring off into a distance, and I'm going to just start eating because for some reason Talarak has had a bad day.
Yeah, I don't know what could possibly make today bad. They're also serving this dessert dish called Guinetan Bilobilo, which is this hot soup-like dessert. There are sticky rice balls that swim in the coconut milk with thick slices of sweet kamote, ube, and lanka.
That sound good,
Right?
and I'm here for it. So she's gonna eat, but in his like grumbling because he's just like a little child, even though he's not a child. He just making sure that if everybody looks content, making sure everybody's
it's
fine.
Like when you eat candy, candy has this kind of like natural sharp sugariness to it. This dish has very pleasant and warm sweetness to it. It doesn't immediately, alarm your senses. It just kind of like is good. It just puts you at ease a little bit. Gani, where do you head to in town?
I'm just looking to see wherever buildings have been damaged, and I
Sure.
will try to assist whatever construction efforts.
Some buildings that have received some light damage are being almost fully repaired. You do find that the Pandai's home and workshop that you saw the other day, and Faiza, because you're traveling with Gani, you see this as well. Some of it is being replaced with limestone. A much sturdier material. And you see that the Pandai there is very adamant about replacing everything with limestone, while they're talking with someone who is like, you can't make slanted roof out of limestone. It'll fall. You can't thatch. We'll use that. You can't have limestone roof. It's a very like heated one-sided argument with one person being very like panicky and one person just being very calm and just kind of confused as to how to proceed.
I'm gonna wander over.
As you get closer, the Pandai looks over at you. And kind of you see the kind of panic resume, and she just goes, "You stay on the ground."
That is my entire intention.
Okay. Do you like it? They say, gesturing towards a roofless, small limestone structure.
It looks very nice. What kind of roof are you going to have?
Limestone. The person they're talking to turns over to you, not limestone.
Limestone is inadvisable?
It is inadvisable. It'll fall. It's on a slant. If it was made with a flat roof, can do, but slant.
What they said.
Well, I can you only persuasion check?
Yeah, I can.
Gunny, you can roll to assist if you'd like, but you have to say something as well to assist.
I am not going to do that because Gunny is trying to figure out why it being on a slant means that putting limestone on top isn't effective. He's looking at this and it's like that picture of the woman with like all the math equations going around. He's just like,
There's no way to get it to stay at rest.
right, but he doesn't. He's trying to figure out the physics of this. It's
So
like,
no, Ghani will be able to figure this out easily. There's no
He
way to
would?
hook it in place. Yeah.
I like how you are like he would. You sure?
he would know anything about architecture? What?
I mean,
He's a
he would
weapons guy.
he would understand things on slant fall off.
Okay.
Stone on slant fall off.
Mm.
Therefore, roof on slant, stone fall off.
In that
I
case,
roll.
I'll try
I-
to assist.
okay.
If I may.
What do you
Uh,
say?
No, I don't think it would stay put. It would be like a slide. It would. It would be fun, but it would not keep the rain out.
Roll to assist with disadvantage.
I knew it.
That's fair. That's fair. Just a straight persuasion for me, or
Yep.
12.
You managed to assist. Faiza, you have advantage.
That's good because that was a 3. It's a total of 16.
The Pandai looks. Fine.
Why do you want the limestone roof so badly?
She just points to you.
Okay, but think about how much more of a mess that would be should something else crash into your roof.
You couldn't break a limestone roof. Limestone is a hard material.
Well,
It doesn't break.
well, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Yes, we're holding. What is it, Faiza?
Why do you think I'm going to crash into your roof again? I'm talking about a carabao, which weighs several times more than I do and can break limestone.
You can see a panic arise in this Pandai's face. I need iron.
You don't need iron.
You see them rush into their home.
Well, at least they're not getting limestone.
May I recommend you just dig a hole and put your house in the hole. That way, there is nothing. You know what? Never mind. I don't.
A few minutes pass, and you see the Pandai exit out of the home with some traveling supplies and equipment, and you see them just heading out of town.
I turned to the person they were speaking to. Where are they going?
Don't care. Putting thatch on.
Okay.
Okay.
Can help you?
I was actually coming to see them, but now they're gone. Is there anywhere else in town that needs like help with anything?
We mostly have it.
Hmm.
Thank you, though.
I
Yeah.
would be happy to assist. I came here to help rebuild things if needed.
You want to help with the thatch?
Sure.
I'll help
Okay.
too.
So you two spend the rest of the day putting up a thatch roof.
Okay.
Talarak, you're enjoying the company of different people in the town and
Mhm.
eating a very warm, very intoxicatingly sleepy dinner.
It's full of tryptophan
So
I think it's
much.
more. It's full of carbs.
and tryptophan.
Just a small wee halfling just And the guy eventually you do come back up with plenty of coral. What were your rolls?
So they all hit because they all got above a 10. So I
Okay,
got a
then it's fine.
5 plus. Well, no. I got a boop. I got an 11, a 18, and a natural 20.
Heck yeah.
A natural
so
20.
Much coral.
Yeah.
While digging around in the coral, I had to burp there.
Dare you?
While rooting around in the coral, I can talk. You happen to find a hilt,
Ooh.
and looking and pulling it out, you find that this is a bolo with a blade made of coral.
There's no one around to hear my musings about this blade, so I just tuck it into
Yes,
my belt.
no one else is around at the sea floor to muse about coral with you. Correct.
I think it's very pretty.
You say as bubbles go up.
But I think it's very.
There's a crab in the background, like, it's hideous! And just keeps crabbing along.
Just one crab going very slowly. Son of a bitch, it's my knife. But eventually you do come back up and you have a fair supply of coral, and it is nighttime.
Huh. I spent way long. I should find. Hello, guys. Friends. Hello.
There's no one on the boat.
There's no one on the boat. I'm gonna just take all the coral, put it into wherever the coral we have put the coral. Next to Talarok's pile of crushed coral. And make sure the pile of crushed coral is like on the top.
He would, just so it's known, I think as long as it's y'all three, he would be comfortable y'all going into the hut that's on his boat. No one else, though.
Okay.
If I can cast Arcane Lock, I would cast Arcane Lock.
I'll put my chunks of coral with wherever the other pieces of coral are.
Sure.
And I'll take the bolo with me. I'll go try and find everyone else.
Okay.
Sort of bring out my hair and stuff.
Faiz and Ghani, when you're done with the roof, where do you go?
Fully back. How long does that take?
To put up a thatch roof? About 5-6 hours.
Back to the windbreaker.
You eventually find everybody back at the windbreaker, either in a carb coma or willingly entering into one through dinner.
Yes. I will have more of that tea, though. It was very good.
The volcano dwarf pops his head out. Give me more leaves.
Fine. And I will give him more leaves.
He looks at you.
I will give him a little bit of a nod.
I feel like I walked into something really awkward. Anyways, I got
I'm
more
looking
coral.
at both of them like.
He makes
What
very
is
good
going
tea.
on?
You're from the kitchen. I make very good tea.
I don't know, Faiza. I don't.
But tea is served, dinner is eaten, and then the next day comes.
I would like to give Gani the bolo.
Okay.
Because do you have any weapons for Aswang?
No, I do have a flask of salt water.
Well, I found this when I was digging for coral, and I give him the bolo.
Ooh, that's pretty.
No,
Yeah,
this is
it's
very
really nice. Yeah, I think a crab was. I had to wrestle a little with the crab, but it was worth it. But it will last longer than just dunking a blade in salt water. So I figure I've got my grappling hook and my my axe. You might find this more useful.
Okay, thank you. If at any point you decide you want it back, let me know, and I will gladly return it to you.
Yeah, sure thing.
I would find Faiza after we're done. And I say, can I talk to you for a second?
What about?
Nothing bad. I just
Okay, then yes.
well, bad could be subjective. I guess let's be away from people. I don't want them to be concerned.
Walk and talk.
Kind of, but I need to stop eventually.
Right. Do you want to sit on my shoulder?
She's tall.
She real tall.
I'm real tall.
Yeah, I mean, for now, yeah, but I would want to get down when I do a thing.
Yeah, sure. And then I will kneel down so that you can climb up on my shoulder. And then I will stand up very carefully, and then we will go walking.
And we can like find like, I don't know, maybe even the boat or something gets away from. You don't gotta go too far. Gets away from eyes, basically. Sure.
I do know a Pandai's house that is probably empty right now. Maybe. I don't know if they're back yet. Not that we were gonna go in, but we can go near it.
Okay. I mean, do they know you? Are they friends?
Let's not worry about that.
Okay. Sure. And once we get to wherever, I would ask to be placed down.
I will do that thing.
And I say, did you when you helped with the water, did that affect you, or like are you still like at maximum potential?
Do you mean the water breathing?
Mm-hmm.
No, it cost some ability. I was working on it over actually probably since we started, and probably actually since I started learning. But I just figured it out last night and was eager to use it.
I guess I mean like it's weird talking about magic stuff because people don't really understand it. I mean like I can do a lot, but I can only do like a certain amount of lots a day. Did you use one of your certain amounts to do that, or was that like a freebie?
No, I had to use a certain amount.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I know that's just it's confusing. I'm going to do a thing, and it's going to suck for me, but I want to make sure I can do it. I'm learning, and I feel like I need to make sure it works because I've never done it. I'm probably going to look really queasy, but I like sit like with my legs crossed on the ground.
Right, and then like Faiza is also going to sit with her legs crossed on the ground in front of you, and she's gonna put her hands on your shoulders.
That's actually good. Yes, a connection is good. And I like take like your arms. I'm like, if this is like your arm, I'm like here because that's how much hand I have. And I will kind of just like hone into myself, and you'll see me begin to glow the same color that Bayani is, just like a faint aura. And then some of that begins to flow onto you as I use my 6th level ability, Yield Vitality. And that's a 3rd level slot.
Yeah.
Correct. So you will get that slot back, and I will lose 30 hit points.
Oh.
And as I transfer this power to you, I am very okay. Yeah, I can't do that a lot. Oh,
You don't look so good.
No, I'm still learning about the spirits and how this affects, and I just need sleep, but I can in a pinch I can do that, things like that.
Okay.
If need be.
Can we make sure that this is like a real pinch, like a ow, this really hurts kind of pinch, like a why are you pinching me kind of pinch? I'm gonna carry you, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Look, I appreciate. I mean, hold on. Let's just get this straight first. I appreciate this, like, a lot. I suppose. It just like she just like scoops you up and just starts carrying you back to the windbreaker. And like, so this is what you can do as a Babaila?
Yeah, the path I chose because I'm trying to protect things around me. I can have you ever seen or did you ever notice that sometimes like when we were fighting the oh, I can't say that name right now. I'm in pain.
The business?
The yes. Um like if somebody almost got hurt, Bayani kind of you didn't get hurt as much. Um Something that me and Bayani learned is that she can kind of siphon some of that power away so you don't hurt as much. It's kind of cool,
but you get hurt.
No, not doing that. That's fine. It's as if I don't know, the veil or something is opening and it's um just softening the blow. But now, yeah, I can go even further if necessary. Um I mean, obviously, I can't do that all the time. But
Right.
if your power is needed more than mine is at that moment, then yeah, I can. I mean, I couldn't do a lot, but I can do enough. I'm pretty strong. Well, I'm pretty hardy, but yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But I'm not gonna ask you for it. So
I know. Just if I just if one day we're going through it and you need an extra push and you see that I pass out, you know why. That's all. This is I'm willing to take away some of myself to protect everybody else. So just don't be alarmed if it happens again on a grander scale, though it probably won't happen because I don't think we're that powerful yet. But still.
okay. You can stop talking now and rest.
Okay.
You can. I mean, I don't mean that in a mean. Just rest.
Yeah, like his hair just like matted on his face. He's like leaning back. Like, oh.
I snap my fingers and I summon my Musang, and like it's in his like chest. And it's probably like this big to you, but it's like super fuzzy and soft.
I'm jealous. I can't pet Bayani, but you can pet your Musang.
Yeah, I tried to summon my Musang on Bayani's head because I thought that it would be like a kind of like material meets material, but my Musang just like fell right through.
I heard a story that, the beings that be who created this land, created it just so I can't pet my Bayani. It's fine. I'm not mad at them. It's a story.
Well, I mean, I don't have an answer for that. You can just pet my Musang and relax, and I walk us back to the windbreaker.
And with that, we are going to take a 10-minute break. So get some water, stretch around a little bit, curse God, I suppose, if you're Talarok.
So the way blood works.
The way blood works. And we'll see y'all soon. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tampo. Last we left off, people had gone to sleep, and it is now morning. A task lays ahead of the party, self-appointed by them, to build a cage to entrap whatever teleports to the copper plate. But in the morning, what do you all do?
Faiza has an idea, actually. It's mainly for her than anything else, but when she gets up, she's going to head to Talarok's boat
Okay.
and grab some coral and chunk it, like just make little slingable chunks.
You want to make sling stones.
Yeah.
Okay, give me one moment. Sorry, I just want to make sure about this. Okay, so you are able to. It's just a matter of handling the coral.
I have a hammer. I'm just gonna whack
Just
it.
in the morning, you just go to a boat and just hit coral with a hammer. All right. You start hitting away at the coral. Tylerrock, what do you do in the morning?
Question.
Yes.
Does the coral attack her?
No, because she's just hitting it with a hammer, not trying to remove it from the ocean floor.
I don't see a difference, but okay. No, in the morning, he's communing with Bayani, talking about whatever, seeing if they're still having their stary contest. They probably are.
You wake up and Bayani is still just
like, you're lucky you don't have to sleep because that would be problematic. Yeah. You having fun? No, no fun. You're not having fun doing. Then why are you doing it? It's an obligation. I got it. Okay, cool. But yeah, he's kind of talking about Bayani, but eventually, kind of the same thing actually. No, actually, no. He would head. The question is, does he sleep on his boat or does he sleep at the pond? No, I think he slept at his boat.
okay. So your morning starts with wham, 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 as someone is.
Okay, that being the case, then I wouldn't have walked to the boat. I would have taken him to his boat and then just slept on the boat. So yeah, I just wake up and I just start
You
hammering
awaken
coral.
to the sound of hammering on your boat.
Okay? Do me a favor. I'm just gonna chat with Bayani for a second, but that's migraine. But it's okay. I know it's good. I can see what you're doing and actually have a sling. And I go, smart. Yeah, I like that.
She's leaving dents in your boat.
I would not.
Make an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
I can mend that. It's okay. I can mend a dent. I can't mend a brick.
But still, I wouldn't. If I were ever going, I wouldn't do that with disregard for the Balangai. What is wrong with you? I rolled a. Do I have proficiency?
What did you roll?
Rolled a 4.
She's leaving little divots in your boat with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if I saw I was doing it, I would move off the boat.
No, I say it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to just go over there with that.
Sorry.
And I would ritual cast silence on you.
Oh.
So 1, I don't hear it, and then 2, I can have some time with Bayani as I get to chat with them.
Okay.
But then after I do that, I would just get to working on the boat. I have like some dried meats and stuff that I eat for breakfast. Excuse me, and I would get to working on the boat.
Okay. Gani, what do you do in the morning?
I'm going to find the volcano dwarf and give him enough tea to make more tea for the day. I'm going to check by the boat to make sure that Talarok and Faiza are there because they did not make their way back to the Datu's house. If Talarok needs help with the boat, I will assist. Otherwise, I will probably touch base with Ligaya about her plans to make a cage because that sounds like a lot of work.
Ligaya,
Hello.
what do you do when you wake up?
So I'm going to do my rites every morning.
Mhm.
This isn't necessarily, I think, to ask any questions or anything specific. It's more just the ritual of doing it and basically just asking my ancestors for guidance and for help and for protection in whatever may come, because we're just looking at a countdown of whenever this thing is going to come to us. And then after that, I think she has this. Her head just sort of shoots up, and she just sort of like, I have an idea. I have an idea. Gotti. And she goes and tries and finds Gotti. Gotti. I have an idea.
So Gani, you pass off the tea leaves to the volcano dwarf in the kitchens, and you head down to the docks. Like, you can't find Gani anywhere.
Um. I will go ask around the windbreaker. Has anyone seen my friend, the volcano dwarf? Kind of got a ponytail. Name's Gani.
He went down to the docks.
Okay. Thank you. I was just
You
looking
gonna
for.
come meet?
Oh God, I can't. Real.
Go on, tell him no, I dare
Yes,
you.
yeah, you can't. You can't. You can't tell. You can't say no to a. You can't say no to a Lola trying to feed you. You can't. You can't. You trapped me. It, did. I also don't think Lakaya really ate yesterday, because she was
Yeah.
underwater the entire day. Whoops.
This morning, is pretty light for breakfast. It's primarily different fruits and rice. You see some people drinking a little bit of tuba, but they kind of try and hide it. And when you see them, they kind of go. And it's really weird looking at a settlement leader, a community leader, drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Lakaya doesn't say anything. She's going to sit and take out if she has any. She's gonna take out like bits of her hunter's kit, and as she's eating, just sort of like use it almost like Legos and try and like figure out how to design a trap, because she's proficient in a hunter's kit, so she knows how to set a trap.
Yeah.
So she's just taking some of the traps and sort of like modeling them out and try to see what would work.
What kind of creature are you trying to capture?
A bad one.
Ooh, helpful.
Yeah, that's exactly where Legaya's mind is at. She's not sure.
Can you say a size?
She's thinking, okay, if it's around, boat thief is around our size, so thinking medium.
Medium? Okay. Medium-sized trap, and it's just a domed cage, or
She's currently working with the idea of underwater. So currently her idea is a roll cage, built underwater with pockets for stones to sink the cage.
okay, that's very doable. It'll take you a while to do. Most likely it'll be a day activity, even with help. And
Probably return.
And you only have about 24 hours left.
I stuff my face real quick.
You get some chastisement from people going like, "Hey, you're going to give yourself a stomach ache."
I hate you.
I would return.
I can hear it. I can hear it, and I hate it.
I
Right?
need to get my
God.
tea. I'm coming back.
Gani, you head back over to the windbreaker and you look inside the main room, and you see Ligaya being told to slow down her eating. And as you stand in the doorway and your armor clinking around, a bunch of people turn towards you. Gani, come in. You're just in
Yes.
time to eat.
Is the tea ready?
Yes, come on, sit down.
Okay, good. And I will go over and sit down, and I will I will not touch a bite of food until the tea is prepared.
You
So
are
that-
given a full plate.
That's fine. I'm going to have that first sip of tea without anything else spoiling my palate.
You are given a cup of tea.
I will have that first sip, and then I will begin to eat. And at that point, I go, Ligaya, what are you constructing here? I see there are many pieces. It looks like some kind of trapping mechanism.
Yeah. So I remember I was talking about building a cage, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I was thinking, what if we just built the cage underwater?
You know, I thought that would be a good idea yesterday. I thought, what if we just buried the tablet in the ocean, so that whenever someone teleports to it, they will be buried under rocks and sand.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe, but they have a chance of breaking out of that and floating. So we have to make it so that they can't break out. So I was thinking, and I'll like push the roll cage I've modeled out over to Gani. So yeah, it's sort of based on some traps I learned when hunting, kind of a bit like like almost like a crab basket, but it's got some. We'll just have to make it big. But we should do it. We don't have a lot of time because we've only got like a day. And I obviously think I don't want to work through the night because, we've got to fight the thing. So I'm just trying to, goes back to shoving food in her face.
Well, then, yes, we should absolutely get working on this right away. Conveniently, I know a local pandai shop that I think we could use.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need. I don't know if we need any actual iron. I mean, it'll help reinforce the.
But just a workspace,
Yeah.
tables, and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
more tools than I keep in my travel kit.
Where are the other? Where Faiza?
They're at the boat. They spent the night there, I believe.
Oh, okay. They okay?
I think so. Faiza was very quiet, but trying to make little coral stones for slings, and Talork was talking to Bayani for the most part.
Okay. Well, I can always go get more coral if we need it. But I mean, if we're putting the entire cage into the ocean, then
yes, then that makes things a little easier, doesn't it?
yeah. I mean, in case we have to like pull the cage out, that would also, or it doesn't hurt to have backups.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, well, let us finish our meal and then we can go and work on that.
Yeah. At some point, I'm supposed to I promised to show some of the people here how to walk up a bunyasness, and I don't think we have a bunyasness to show them that, so I will wait till we're done hunting this thing.
Okay.
Your meal, while not too large, has its time elongated by the people here asking you some very personal questions.
Anak.
Questions like, "Oh, are you married?"
Yes.
Oof.
No.
They ask you, Gani, what's their name? And to you, Ligaya, why not? You're so pretty.
Ow! Stop it! Paladin, no!
Well, his name is Teo. He's very, very nice, but I'm
What does he
actually... well, he stays back home for the most part, near Iraga on Telunan.
Oh, do you have children?
No children.
Why not?
Because I'm traveling. How are we supposed to have children when I am away?
Well, he can stay with them, and you can bring them presents.
That is something that can happen once there are children.
Yeah, so get busy.
I am traveling right now. I need to go home.
They look over at you, Ligaya. Tell him to go home.
Well, when we're done with this, you are more than welcome to go home.
When we're finished saving the town, I will
Yeah.
consider it.
Yeah. Yeah. Lagaya has like a momentary, like wide-eyed stare, remembering the message on the back of the Bunyusnius, and then just goes, "Yeah, no, you should go home when we're done."
But eventually you are able to tear yourself away from this forced social awkwardness that comes inherent with eating with older generations. And you make your way over to the boat. Faiza and Telerock, what have you been doing in the meantime? It's like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, go ahead.
I think once I made about 10 or 15 sling stones, I would have gone to the windbreaker to have food.
You get to the windbreaker and looking inside, you see that Gani and Lagaya are almost seemingly interrogated by a bunch of older people about marriage and children and why don't you have any and go home so you can have some.
I try to step out of the windbreaker before I am noticed.
Please roll me a stealth check.
Roll 20.
I love a natural 20 to avoid the questions of the Lolos and Lolas.
Lagaya, as you're trying to figure out an answer to the kid's question, you look up and see Faiza, and Faiza, you meet eyes with Lagaya, and Lagaya just goes, and you just back up out of the windbreaker.
Oh, where am I gonna eat?
There are still crabs on the boat.
They're not cooked though, and I walked all this
It's also
way.
been a couple of days since you killed those crabs, and
I'm gonna wander the village.
you find
I don't want to be there.
you find I can't believe that's effective. That's really effective. Shoot. You find a woman, a tiefling woman, butchering carabao near a public eating spot. You see her giving meat to different people for them to take home, but you see her cooking a large stew of some kind that she's freely giving to people.
Despite the fact that she's freely giving, I walk up and I say, "May I have a bowl, please?"
She looks at you. Yes? And goes back to cutting up carabao.
Okay. I have a bowl and I find somewhere to sit and I sit and I eat my carabao stew.
You eat this, and this soup is sour. It has a bunch of rice with it, and there's a good share of not carabao, but chicken.
Oh,
Just chunked up into this. You're eating a dish called sinigang.
yes, I see that. uh Max excitement over the synagogue is palpable.
In the meantime, Talrock, what are you doing?
He would have been working on the boat, doing all of that, and midway he would have went, oh, and he goes inside into his boat, realizes tartar sauce, and then he would go find the datu
Okay.
of the time.
You find the Datu amidst the crowd at the dock, just waving, talking with people who come by, talking with people who give him any kind of time of day, just talking with people incessantly.
Of course. And he would go to him and go to his leg and start poking his leg and go, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
He turns around and then looks down and goes, hello.
Hi, I have a question / favor.
Yes?
So me and my friends obviously are here looking for the person, the being, who is evil, incarnate, whatever. But we also have a thing, something's going to come to us or to something we have in the next 24 hours-ish.
Oh no.
Yeah, but we're trying to prepare for that. I have the ability to make a cage, and we're trying to make a cage as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I had an idea, but then I realized the thing. I don't have money. Well, I have some. Um, but this town is a mining town, so you might have exactly what I need.
What
If
do you
you'll
need?
be willing to help, I need uh, a lot of either powdered, like crushed iron or silver. Probably iron's easier to get, but I need like a lot of it.
How much?
like 100 gold worth.
Hmm. Hmm.
I know it's a lot to ask for, but this is probably really bad, and we're trying to do it all we can to protect it. And I can do a thing, but I need a lot of gold worth and iron to do it.
Can you roll me a persuasion check?
No. And as I'm saying this, I'm like smiling really hard as I cast guidance on myself because no. You said persuasion. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Okay. If only I had charm person. Actually, that's not the worst thing for me as I do math. 16.
16?
For me with guidance, that's not bad.
Well, you did help with the Bunyas, and that was terrifying.
It crushed me.
I saw. It looked like the worst.
I felt it was the worst.
But then your big friend was thrown through the sky. And I feel like that's the worst.
Probably. They're fine though.
Sure. Why don't you follow me? And,
Okay.
and they start walking into town. And they start walking deeper into the settlement, going between the different homes. And eventually you come to this building that lacks a roof, and it has its walls made out of limestone.
What's this?
Well, apparently they left yesterday. For some reason, young about iron.
Oh yeah, I
they
heard
head,
about them.
And the Datu heads inside. And you see them ruffle around their clothing, and they take out a small pouch and they put it on the counter, and they look through different urns and jars around this room, and eventually he finds what he's looking for, and he gives you this small clay jug. There you go.
Oh, I like look at it. Is it powdered iron?
It's powdered iron.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I know that was a lot to ask for, but I think this is going to be really important. And if I didn't need it, I wouldn't ask for it.
Well, it's fine. You helped us.
And I'll continue to help. I'll heal, and I'll build ships, and I'll heal.
You
and
go make sure your life isn't in danger first.
It's probably always going to be in danger, but that's okay. But thank you. And then I kind of just
I'm sorry, did you just make a sound that was both at a high enough frequency and loud enough that Zoom didn't block it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Would you like another demonstration?
No.
Hard no. Hard no. Hard no, and how dare you, sir?
How dare I? Bard life. But yeah, I would definitely take that back to the boat, and if I pass anyone, I'd be like, I got something. I don't know if I pass anyone, but
you see Faiza a little bit in the distance, eating away at some stew near Babailan Alon, and you see Ghani and Lagaya heading away from the windbreaker, just very panicked and frustrated, and just like,
are you all okay?
Yes, we have much to build, and we got distracted talking to all of the very kind people at the Datu's house.
Okay, I'm going back to the boat.
That is a very large pot. jug, urn.
Oh yeah,
Vessel.
I have an idea.
Oh, good. I
We have
hope it is a
idea
good one.
2. Should we go? What is this idea for?
We talk at boat. This is heavy.
Okay.
I'm like kind of like trying my best to go.
Okay.
Do I see Talarok waddling away with this urn?
Yes.
I would follow.
Okay.
I would thank the woman for the stew, and I
She
will,
looks at you and goes,
yeah.
"Why are you thanking me?
It was good
So what?"
stew. Thank you. Anyway. Because it
So
was
what the fuck was
good.
good?
You fed me.
No, I put out some food. You fed yourself.
I run off.
Okay. So you all head back over to Talarok's boat. What are y'all doing?
So, Tyler, what was your idea? Because I had an idea too, but what was yours?
Yeah. Well, we know a thing is coming,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I can with this now. I didn't have the ability to before. Other than my own cage, I think this will be more finite. I can make a barrier. I can tap into the spirits and ask them to make basically like I can ask the spirits to hold hands and make a circle, and whatever's in this circle can't get out. Period.
Oh.
Oh,
Sounds very nice. Do they like skip in circles while they hold hands?
No, that was like just an example. It's not really, I mean, you won't be able to see the spirits, but basically there will be spirits around making sure that nothing that I don't want to get out of the circle can get out of the circle.
Oh,
well, then that sort of. And I'm just gonna toss my hunting supplies on the ground. I mean, that's better than what I was gonna. I was gonna build a cage.
Well, both are useful. I mean, like you said it. You know, like making sure layers and like added
Yeah.
things. So like
Yeah.
cage within a circle.
Yeah. I was thinking of. Could you make the circle underwater?
Yeah, doesn't say I can't.
Because my idea was make the cage underwater.
It just, I mean, that's ground underwater. So if it's just on the ground, then yeah.
Yeah. My one worry is that like if it's not someone who is if whoever teleports to us isn't, immediately hostile, putting them underwater would, make a bad first impression.
Agreed.
So
do
maybe
we want
we put the
to
cage
make-
above water, and then if we need to, we can drop the cage.
Are there shallows that we can put the cage in?
I mean, maybe.
Or maybe we just grab a whole bunch of salt water and we dig a circle that we put the salt water in, and then we make the iron barrier, and then we put the cage in it. That way we've
I
got
don't want to really uproot any area of the town
that's
to do that.
also
I'm
completely
sure-
understandable. Also,
I'm-
we don't have to be in town to do it.
I'm sure there's a shallow somewhere. Because as long as we're off the deep end and we watch as they dive in, we'll never meet the ground.
Do we want to talk to whoever this is? Or are we assuming that this is the Aswang person?
I'm assuming if they're forcibly teleporting over to us, they're kind of not really one for the friendly way of conversating.
Then we should just put it under the water, and if they seem to be friendly, and then we
Well-
can just get
Well, I
them
mean,
out.
it's really easy for someone to turn unfriendly if they pop into existence beneath a crushing wave of water.
But if we don't expect them to be friendly, why are we preparing in case they're friendly?
Well, honestly, there's one thing we keep forgetting. We still don't even know who the person on the other side is.
Yeah.
One, two, this wasn't necessarily for us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you're right.
I do think whatever it is should be tracked because we will be able to talk to them and get some answers. But I think, and forgive me if I'm wrong, I think we are going about this as if this person, whoever this entity is our enemy and we don't know anything.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So we do want to talk to them.
Yes.
Talk to them, but with the ability to drop them into a big pile of salt water if things go poorly.
What if we put the cage on top of a small raft or a boat, but then we could pull the boat out from underneath them if we decided that they needed to take a swim?
What?
I have a quick question.
Yes.
The coastline of Putalanon, is it caves? Is it cliff sides? What is it like?
It's a pretty slow descent into the sea. There are some coral reef areas, but for the most part, it's just a slow, sandy descent. No real
Okay.
caves.
Well, there goes my idea.
Faiza's gonna take out the copper plate and look at it. Has it changed at all since in these last day or two?
No?
Hmm.
So what are y'all doing?
Okay.
I think we should just make a
Okay.
cage.
Okay.
And then, make it big enough for whatever we suspect will be coming. And if whatever is coming is friendly, we talk to it. If whatever is coming is unfriendly, we beat it with sticks.
And we don't have to put it in the ocean, then we can put it on regular land, and that might make things a little easier if it's friendly, so we don't have to worry about dropping it like into the ocean, which is fine because we've still got a lot of coral, so I mean, we still got the whole salt protection thing.
I would not recommend beating anything with sticks. That's a very ineffective way of killing someone.
Murphy, no.
No, you know what I mean. I just mean in general, we kill it.
Oh,
until
it
it's
was a
dead.
metaphor. I understand now.
Yes.
Don't think
Mhm.
that's what a metaphor. Anyways, I'm gonna go start building this cage.
All right. How?
I don't know. Where do I get? Okay. So this is mostly an area built for limestone. Are there any bamboo or wood places where I can harvest wood?
Yes, the forest.
Okay. Gonna just go into the forest and start getting some boughs.
I would, before this happens, I would say, I mean, I can work on boat whenever. You do have two panda who can help. I am good with carpenter skills, so.
I'm
Oh.
good with bamboo.
Good at cutting down trees.
I'm good with building traps, so
Let's do this together.
Freeze frame.
Group high five.
yes.
Me loading a
Ca-
gun in the distance.
Catching Oswald with the power of friendship.
So yeah, I'm gonna just go into the forest and start harvesting some boughs. I mean, I'm gonna go into the
Sure.
forest with the the prerequisite of what is it, the watch where you step sort of prerequisite, where it's the just sort of excuse me, sorry, just I need some wood to make a trap. That's okay with you all. Just sort of talking to the spirits of the forest.
Sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I thought you were talking about people. I was like,
No, it's oh god, I can't. It's the Tabi Tabibo custom, where it's watch where you step
Yep.
when going through places that might be populated by spirits. You enter with by asking permission to be in that space, and it is essentially asking watch where you step. Excuse me, I'm coming through.
Hey, everybody. What's up? So, before the small tech hiccup, Lagaya, you went to the forest to get some wood.
Yes.
Okay. You're able to cut down just enough wood, you think, for a cage for a medium-sized creature. Where do you go from there?
I will firstly thank the spirits of the forest. And sort of, even though I know they're pretty powerful things or powerful beings, I'm going to just like leave with a please be safe sort of thing.
Sure.
Like, yeah, just be safe. There's things out here and coming in. I don't know what it is, but just, and we take my wood and go to the rest of the group.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to finger guns the forest.
I almost did, and I stopped myself.
Princesses.
So at the boat, you now have enough wood for a medium-sized cage. What do you all do?
I will take out my model and present it to the group. So we're just making a bigger version of this, and I'm thinking we line all of these points with some coral.
I think that's doable.
Okay.
I'm going to take a moment and kind of assess the shape of this and begin to like label pieces so that we can assemble it in like an easy order. And so I'll put like the coral in all the appropriate places based on how we've organized all of the bits. It's kind of like building IKEA furniture.
Yep, this is 100% IKEA furniture.
But no, it's Ayaki here.
Yes, and so we'll go about doing this. And once we've got everything organized, we'll, I assume we'll all just start building it. I don't know.
I feel like Gani starts doing this, and you see like Talrock come like right next to, almost in tandem. He doesn't look like it, but boy is good with his hands. He's good with carpentry. So like this is like okay, perfect. I think that this is a good bonding moment. Not just like bonding, but like. Teamwork, true teamwork. What is
literal bonding?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we should probably shift that over just a little bit. Measure that. What do you think?
Yeah. I think.
Could I get some checks?
Yeah.
What kind of checks?
Who do you want to be the skill leader?
The question is, what do you consider this? What do you consider this specifically?
I'm calling this a group check to make a cage. Who do you want to be the skill leader for this combined check?
What ability is the combined check based off of?
Whoever's the skill leader.
Take it, Gani.
Okay.
I was gonna say either Gani or Talrock, because either carpenter's tools or smith's tools. I could take it if we wanted to do hunter's kit or building a trap and go with that angle, but like that's stretched.
I was actually going to give it to you, Talrock, because I think you have better modifiers in the relevant stats.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Okay, fine. I will take lead on this.
Okay. So then, Gani, I need you to make me a relevant skill check for your artisan's tools. This is going to see if you are an assistance or a hindrance to Talrock.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna do the same deal that I did last time and make.
Question on this though. I really like this, but like, would he have any type of advantage because we're both Pandai?
Would I be able to give an advantage with helping plan?
Yes, but I want one person to determine if there's advantage or not, and then two assistants who are going to give a 1d4 or not.
Gotcha. I understand.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. No big deal. No big deal.
No pressure at all.
As I do this, I am just going to kind of, as I'm planning this out, go, okay, I think perhaps we could put this over there. It's okay. Hold on. What am I making? And that's just a straight roll for me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Very good. Excellent. This is going to be amazing.
I don't trust you.
It's hot garbage.
What'd you get?
It's a 7 total.
All right. Lagaya and Faiza, could you please roll your skill checks?
What skill?
What skill would you be using to help make this cage?
I built the model beforehand, so I'm thinking intelligence with proficiency in hunter's kit.
Sure, go for it. Faiza,
I'm also thinking intelligence.
just straight.
Yeah, because it's a natural 20.
Well, all right. Talrock, you're going to have a plus 1d4 to your roll.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. I have to math. But it's a 16 on the die plus 2 plus 3, so 21.
Okay, plus 2d4 to whatever you roll.
Okay. With my guidance, so it's going to be 3d4. Okay.
And at advantage or not?
Not advantage.
Okay.
No worries.
I did not roll very well.
No worries.
did not.
Golly.
You want me to do
suffered
carpenter's
the
tools?
Tampo curse.
You want me to use my carpenter's tools?
Yeah.
You want to consider that using Dex or intelligence?
I'm gonna say intelligence because you're making something very intricate.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So that's great. First of all, that is. Oh wow. Okay. Plus
What that means.
that's a 17 on the die. Is what that means. Plus. Oh wow. Okay. Ooh, fuck me. Math 17, 21, 24, 28, 32, 35.
So you're making this cage out of bamboo bindings and coral, and it's hard sometimes to get the coral to stay in place without cutting yourself or scratching up the bindings.
Okay. Coral's my natural enemy already, so.
It's a process that is almost self-defeating in some circumstances, but eventually, long into the night, you assemble your cage. It is currently 11 o'clock at night. You have 13 hours remaining until the tablet goes off. What do you do?
Okay. We should sleep. That's where we should bring this out into the forest or somewhere away from the town.
Okay.
I just don't want if the thing is harmful, I don't want it to come anywhere close to the town.
I
That
agree.
makes sense.
So do you want to sleep at the boat and take the cage out in the morning, or go out right now and sleep out there?
We can probably leave in the morning.
We know it's coming sometime in the midday, so
Okay.
As long as we don't oversleep, we should be fine.
we will not oversleep.
Can Bayani set an alarm?
You look at Bayani, and Bayani is staring at some point in the middle distance.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But
If from my calculation, it's still the same area, or she looking somewhere else?
The same area, yeah.
Okay, we'll just making sure.
but Bayani.
There's a little bit of a competition happening right now.
Oh.
Neither has won.
Ah!
You know, you don't have to continue doing that if you don't want.
Ah!
Okay.
Just the screaming spectral otter.
It is a remarkably human voice coming out of Bayani.
Yeah.
You sure? You sure they're okay?
They're fine.
Okay.
You know, just whatever happens tomorrow, I would absolutely. I know this means a lot to you, but you know, I would love your presence, just in case. You know,
Yeah.
I am learning as a Babylon, but whatever this is probably gonna be out of my pay grade. So, yeah.
Just in case though, I just realized I keep forgetting I can do this, but I'm gonna go look at the stars and sort of find the moon and trace in the air, trace a pattern across the stars with my finger, and take 10 minutes to ritual cast alarm as a Balat Kayo.
Okay.
Oh,
So we got a lot. I don't actually remember what that spell does, but I think it's helpful.
I got you.
It gives you a perimeter, and you'll be notified
If anything
crosses over that perimeter.
Yeah. So if anything happens.
Yes.
So I will do that, and what I will do is I'll put the perimeter like going bisecting the cage, and then put the copper plate bisecting the perimeter. So if it pops up, it'll pop up right where it'll trigger the alarm, just in case.
And I'll also say, do you want that alarm for us or for if anything else pops up?
It's mostly. How long does alarm last? Is it 8 hours?
8 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when this is done, then that'll be time for us to wake up. So when I feel that, it should be, a good wake up scenario.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I was just saying, I could potentially, because Bayani doesn't need to sleep, and I don't think they're going to be sleeping anyway. And at the end
I don't want to interrupt whatever they're doing, but it would be nice if Bayani could keep an eye out.
Well, I mean, yeah, if they want to, I will ask, but I was more so thinking in the morning, they could be the trigger for the alarm to make sure you 100% wake up. That's all.
That's as long as it's okay with them. They seem busy.
Bayani?
Bayani's still staring at the middle distance.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to take you away from your game, your experience. If you wouldn't mind, if you in the morning, just like walk through that line so the alarm can go off. I would love you forever. I already love you, but I will love you even more. I'm going to take that as if you feel like it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Tyler Rock has an early mindset anyway when it comes to waking up, so I don't think he can sleep late anyway. But yeah, all right.
And we go sleep.
We go sleeps.
We do
We slept.
sleep.
And I'll actually do spell shit. For the day it matters.
You had a very long day. You spent many hours at the sacrifice of meals to finish up this cage. And in the middle of your recovery sleep, you hear the alarm go off.
I go.
Is it mental or audible?
Mental. Actually, it would be up to
Well,
Lagaya.
she can choose. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I would make it audible.
Audible? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Lagaya, in the middle of the night, your alarm goes off.
People, everyone, alarm.
Talrock, Faiza, and Ghani aren't there.
Hello?
You hear a voice outside the door.
Uh-oh.
Resting well?
Can you say that one more time?
Sorry.
You're really quiet.
Are you resting well?
No, actually, I got woken up.
Oh, it's a big day. You should get plenty of rest.
Yeah, I was trying, and then
It's going to
something
be
broke
a
my
very,
alarm.
very big day, Lagaya. Are you ready?
I was, and then something woke me up with my alarm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to see you again. Are you ready? Are you ready? Lagaya, you bolt upright.
Okay.
It's about 4 a.m. Faiza, Ghani, and Talrock are still asleep.
I kind of liked it better when I didn't think it was a dream. Cool. I'm gonna just go sit outside and sleep by the cage.
Okay. You head back to sleep outside. Eventually you find comfort in the gentle waves of the sea. And eventually you all wake up around 9:30, 10 o'clock. You have
Everyone. Lagaya's missing. Where's Lagaya?
Please tell me you. Please tell me you look under something completely illogical for her to.
I absolutely do. I like go and lift up like a pillow or like a sack of crabs.
You check
or
in the
something.
pot of iron. Where's Lagaya?
Lifts up Talarok. Where's Lagaya?
Probably
Oh.
outside.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to wake you. I thought you were already awake.
No, I was getting there.
Okay, I'll make tea. And look outside to see if Lagaya is outside.
Lagaya is outside sleeping near the cage. She is awake.
It's all right. I found Lagaya. She's okay.
I'm happy for you.
I was just concerned because we went to bed and there were 4, and then I woke up and there were 3.
And if you close your eyes, there's 0 because you can't see because you're asleep.
Oh.
Oh.
I think that was meant as an insult, but I actually think Gani really thinks that's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
Good morning, everyone. Hi.
Oh, good
Yeah,
morning,
sorry.
Lagaya.
I got a false alarm in the middle of the night, so I thought I'd, sleep outside.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I think so. I will be right back, though. I'm gonna go off to a corner and do my ritual.
Okay.
And this time, I am actually gonna go through the questions.
All right. What questions?
Highest ability score.
Highest ability score is dexterity.
Okay.
Yes.
I need to write this down. Oh, it's fine.
Lowest ability score? I'm kidding.
This is I rarely highest dex. What is their armor class?
Their armor class is 21.
Key.
What a
Okay.
number.
And I remember the last time I asked about damage resistances, I already got bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. So we'll go with the other one, damage vulnerabilities.
None.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. And then just as a final, not part of my rite of the ancestors specifically, but just as I'm doing the rites, I do want to ask, sort of very hesitantly, was that dream more real than was that real, or was that just my own mind?
Who are you asking?
Well, my ancestors, if that's my dad, I feel like they're gonna have the answer.
You feel this lump form in your stomach.
Blech.
Okay.
And for a moment, your vision flickers. And in the place of where the sun is, for just a brief moment, there isn't anything.
This I feel like I'm being really obtuse, but what does that mean?
There's no response.
No, I'm asking you. Mac is
Oh.
asking you as a DM. What does that mean?
Nothing. It's just an omen.
Okay. Okay, because I'm genuinely, I have no clue what that means. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I will go back to the others and relay the information that I learned. They're going to be pretty good at dodging things and very hard to hit. So, if you have anything that is either hard to avoid or any way to sharpen your blades or sharpen your accuracy to pierce through armor, that would be recommended.
Okay. I have an idea, but it's gonna hurt.
How much time do we have before the assumed time of arrival?
You had 2 hours. You have about an hour and a half.
Okay.
What do you all do?
Ow. I feel like we just need to prep. I will. Telerock will say, let me go speak to the doctor real quick, make sure that everyone is safe
Okay.
or just away from this area.
Do you
'Cause-
have any vials we could use to pack some extra salt water?
Oh yeah, just go into
Okay.
the hut.
It's about an hour walk to the windbreaker.
Fuck nuggets. Is there anyone around?
You see a few deckhands, but they appear to be busy this morning.
That's actually fine. I go to one of the deckhands, and I say, "Hi, you're busy, and I know that."
Yep, I'm busy. Can I need to...
Yes. Hi. Okay, sorry. You know what? Professional fate's on. Hi, I am Babaylan Talarock. You and your friends need to leave this area. Thank you.
Oh. Can you roll me a persuasion check?
I can do that with guidance.
Will me sharpening my glaive in the background assist any?
I don't think so. I think that's just a threatening aura.
That's actually really good. I rolled a 19 on a die, which makes it an 18, so it makes it a 21.
You see him drop his crate and he starts shouting, and you see people leaving the dock.
And I say, do me the biggest favor. Go tell Datu Dimalong that make sure no one comes over here for the next couple of hours. Thank you.
As they're heading away, you hear one of them yell, "He left!"
What?
Where-
Okay,
Where did he go?
where?
Wait, where did he go?
Where?
They're already leaving. You told them to go.
I did.
Okay.
Okay. Don't know why you left, but that's fine. He's a Datu. He can do what he needs. I will come back to the group. Well, no one's around here. That's good. I don't like using that title as in an authoritative way, but sometimes it does get the job done.
As long as there's people, as long as if whoever comes is dangerous, they're not going to get, hurt or anything.
Yeah.
50 minutes left.
Are there any rocks that I could find nearby that might function as ammunition in a lantaka?
No.
Do we have any coral left?
Any big coral.
We should have coral.
Anything you pack, I just want to point this out there. Anything you pack, anything that isn't like made to be durable, packed into a lantaka, where there's gunpowder that you light on fire, is just going to become debris and smoke.
So
It's-
scatter
We get a
shot.
really
No, because it's not durable. It'll incinerate instantly.
Oh,
You won't actually
we get
Damn
a
it.
really
out.
hard chunk of coral.
I want to shoot a cannon, okay?
You'll just create a small explosion and then smoke will come out. They won't launch anything. That's not how these work.
Fine. I'm going to prepare my astingal.
Okay. That has bullets that will withstand the impact of gunpowder exploding.
I will. Okay, so I have a couple things I can do. First thing I will do is I will sort of start tracing on the deck. Sort of, it looks almost like a star chart, and I am going to cast ritual cast Aqueous Affinity on all of us,
Okay.
which gives us if any of us fall in the water, we have advantage. I'll get the specifics up, but it helps us fight better in the water. And then I have something else to do, but I need to look it up in the book first. So
Sure
I'll get
thing.
back to you.
Sorry.
Talarock, what are you doing?
Yeah. I have a couple of things in the time frame of 50 minutes, but firstly, I would get back to the boat and just make sure I'm prepared. But I would go around to everyone and like almost leave like a blue like light on each of yours, some part of you, as I'm just like doing my Babaylan shit and casting aid on everyone. And I'm casting aid at its normal level, so you all get a +5 boost to your maximum HP, including in your current as well. So that's gonna be.
Faiza, what do you do?
During a 10-minute period that Ligaya is not casting Aqueous Affinity on all of us, I am I asked this very, very awkwardly. Can I draw on your back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you gotta be still though.
Yeah.
Okay. I will take 10 minutes to paint a very nice little tattoo of sorts on her back and cast colors of Hanan.
Which color?
Oh my god.
I paint it gold, but you can change the color as a bonus action.
Oh, I forgot the spell can do that. Cool.
Yep.
So get +1 bonus to the AC. That's good. I need a +1 bonus to the AC.
Nice.
As soon as you're done with that, I am going to go. Oh, thank you. I was gonna. Gunny, come here.
Yes.
Here.
I will walk over
Can I draw on you?
if you would like.
Let's just all draw on each other.
And I will. It looks a little different than how you cast it because it comes from me as a Balat Kaio. So I just sort of mutter a quiet prayer to Hanan, and it actually looks like some of the strands of the dawn itself kind of wrap around my finger, and I sort of trace sort of a python pattern across your arms, Gunny, and I'm giving you the orange colors of Hanan tattoo. Colors of Hanan tattoo, which makes your weapons magical for the purposes of overcoming resistances and immunities for 1 hour.
Okay, thank you.
20
And
minutes
then-
left.
Wait, hold on. Stuff was happening. My aide only took an action. During the time still, during that first 10 minutes, well, second 10 minutes, I'll say, I would have casted Bonded Spirits as a ritual on Gani. So you're going to get the spirit of, let's do a rock spirit. So I actually think it's like some chunks from the ocean kind of get swirl around you for a second. You don't really see it, but actually, no, you do see it. Little rock boy. We can call them not Geodude, but they will give you a +1 to all saving throws, and your weapon deals an extra 1d6 force damage that lasts for an hour. And I would have done that around the 30-minute mark. So at the 20-minute mark is when it goes off. Then it's an hour from then. They should still have this. And then, because I would have done the same thing as well for Lagaya for the next 10 minutes. No, technically 11 minutes. But you would get a little wind buddy, just like the wind from the ocean. So you'll get you'll do an extra 1d6 thunder damage.
Okay.
Rituals, y'all, we love them.
Hell yeah.
About 5 to 10 minutes before the moment that we're all waiting for, I am going to take out some volcanic rock, and I will take it and coat my armor with it and cast molten armor, giving myself temporary hit points, and this lasts 1 hour.
And then what I do in the last, because it lasts for an hour, I believe. Yes. It lasts an hour. In the last 5 minutes that I know of, I will then begin. I'll get the big pot of stuff, and for a minute, I will cast Ritual Magic Circle.
Okay.
And we do have the tablet in the circle, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was like making sure, like we don't say that.
So right now we got the tablet in the cage in the circle.
Yes, I'm like let's say that out loud. So, and I choose literally every type of creature I can. Celestial, elementals, fae, fiends, undead, or Ashwank. We gotta add that one.
Repeat that list for me real quick.
Celestial, elemental, fae, fiends, undead, Ashwank, because obviously Ashwank is a creature type. None of them can leave the circle.
Okay.
And I don't know what. Let me also ask this really quickly because we never clarified it, and I would like to clarify it. Sir, calm down. What are spirits technically? Are they different type of spirits? Elemental spirits, social spirits?
It depends on the creature. Sometimes they're fey, sometimes they're not.
Okay, that's valid. I just know if I would know if that's like a creature type in itself that I need to be aware of.
Yeah, no, it depends largely on the creature itself, but typically you can expect them to be fey.
Okay, I mean that's in there, but I just wanted to confirm for Sina Una purposes that if something for spirits, I would know that. But okay, but that's what I do.
All right. As you finish up your preparations, there is this great intake of wind that comes crashing over Sinulong, and over your boat. Your mast falls from where it's resting, Talarock.
Damn
As
it!
this powerful wind is just surging forth and into this cage. And forming in this cage, you see this figure start to form. You see this woman, the shape of a woman, start to take form, and she is wearing this mixed gold and blue and black cloth with gold thread keeping it all together. She's wearing this skirt and this kind of bra, but it's covering like most of the chest area as well. Um, and she has tattoos going down her arms and down her stomach and back, and her hair is tied behind her with this golden length, and she has this gold sash going across herself with a few necklaces hanging off. And as she forms, she speaks, "Hello, and we invite you to the Jeweled Hawks." What am I doing in here?
Hello, my name is Gani. We believed you to be an evil spirit that was going to attack us.
Forgive us our paranoia.
And that is where we'll end for the night.
Oh God.
Good.
Something told me.
You know
me.
what?
It was just
Same.
like, hey, hello, friend. Hi. What the fuck is going on?
Same. I 100% knew it was not going to be what we expected.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. We as players, we all kind of knew, but we were still like, our characters are like,
Right.
look, we're not gonna take a risk.
Mm-hmm.
We're so goddamn paranoid.
Look, I got visited by my possible dad in my sleep. I don't give a shit. We're gonna take precaution.
I've got so many buffs right now.
Yep.
Oh, but
I'm huge.
that is where we're going to end for the night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Before we do our giveaways, let's go around and reintroduce ourselves. Let's go with you, Mackenzie.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. I served as the lead writer for the Islands of Sina Una. So if you liked any of the cool spells we mentioned at the end of this, like Colors of Hanan or Aqueous Affinity, you can find those in Sina Una, which you can go purchase over on the deckofmany.com. PDF is available right now. You can also get the book pre-orders for the hardback, which coming very, very soon. You can also find me over on Twitter. I've got some cool stuff coming out with MCDM. I've got some other projects that are, I can't talk about because, NDA life, but it's super exciting. And yeah, I usually just yell into the void over there. So, yeah, thank you so much for this. God, we're so paranoid. Shall I pass it over to, we did not do reverse order. I'm just going to pass it over to Latia.
Hit me. Hi, everybody. I'm Latia Jarquise at Latia Jarquise across all social medias. You can catch me on Sundays, twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep, where I play Dahani, the murder bird with a heart. Not a literal heart, like a figurative heart of gold type thing. 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Standard Time. Other than that, you can just catch me here because I'm real busy right now and don't have time for anything else. So come chat with me on Twitter, come watch me on Sundays or Fridays, and yeah, I love you all. Take it away, Jack.
All right.
Okay, hey, hi, my name is Josh. You can find me across pretty much every social media at Joshua M. Simons, except for MySpace, because I'm not on MySpace anymore. I stream sometimes here on Twitch. I am a freelance tabletop game designer, and big exciting things this week. I have a charity stream that I'm doing next week on Tuesday and Wednesday for my birthday. So that's we're calling it Josh Con. It's gonna be a 2-day deal for Extra Life. And the whole point is to play games and raise money for a good cause. So come hang out. Lots of cool people are going to be coming and doing stuff with us. So yeah, would love to see you there.
I think everybody here except for me, right?
Yeah, I figured that you probably couldn't get out of work during the day.
That's fair and understandable and true. Like, I'm not saying it as a "why didn't you invite me" type of thing. I'm just like,
everyone else on the screen is going to be present, as well as some of our friends from D4, some of the cool folks over at D&D Beyond, and many, many more. So we'd love to see you there. Come help us raise money for Extra Life. That's all I'm gonna plug. So CB.
Hello, it's me, your boy, Critical Bard. Well, Omega, also known as the Critical Bard. Critical Bard across all social media channels. I have been your Babylon Talarock today. I am a Twitch partner, variety streamer. I do lots of things like Bug Snacks today, which was great. And I do many other things tomorrow at this fucking cat. Are you done? No, sorry. But tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Central Time, you can go over to Open for Adventure for Ashes of Aspen, where I play really sad boy Jude, or Aegon, whatever his name is, really sad Oathbreaker. And we're going to be fighting a dang, what is it called? Aboleth. That's about to be great. No, it's not. And on Sundays, you can come to my channel for Creature Collectors. Yes, we will actually be back this week. Yay, I've missed them. So at 3 o'clock Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific, I believe. I mean, no, Central. And whatever time, just
12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, whatever time is in the middle.
Yep, that. Come check out more Pokemons, because obviously I have a theme for Pokemon. On Tuesdays, you can go on my channel for In Unison, which I haven't done in a long periodically time, but I need to bring that back. And then obviously Fridays is here. That's really me. I don't have anything else to plug. Not that I can think of. I think that's it. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. And I'm Paladin, HT Paladin on Twitter. I've been your DM of the night. I was the co-director for the Islands of Sina Una. And I have a Kickstarter coming out in like 11 days. 10 days? 10 days. An interview book where I just sat down with a bunch of other TTRPG developers and just shoot the shit and talk about what it's like to actually make these books. And it's hard. It's so hard to make books. But that's all I really have to plug. You can find me here, or here I run this game, or on Twitter, where I just talk a lot about whatever. I live on the Bird website, but enough about me. We have some giveaways. The winner for the Beyond giveaway is Rav_Bunne. That's RAV_BUNNEH, Rav Bunne. You've won the Beyond giveaway. We'll be in touch for that. And the winner for the Eldritch Foundry miniature giveaway is Plum Loco. Plum Loco.
Hey!
Yeah.
Because that is plum with a B and then loco, and I refuse to not pronounce the B.
Very exciting. Congratulations.
Also, shout out to Ever So Happy in the chat, who posted an amazing comment in the Discord. And also, you should join the RockPunch Discord, because there is a Tampo channel.
It's true. Come comment on stuff in game and hang out and share gifs after the fact. I don't know.
I need that comic for real, though.
It's so good.
Talarock versus
good.
the Coral fight.
But all that said, thank you everyone for tuning in. We really do appreciate you being here to watch us fight things that are not expressly a fight. Never said it was a threat. And we are going to close up for the night by rating our friend Das Biff, who is doing a charity stream. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.